Hey, hey, hey. Laura J. cleaning the floor mat this day, wanting to say that I was listening to the monetize your channel descriptor on YouTube, and I have a strike from 2 years ago that will not be removed because I mentioned a property within the experimental injections in a very blunt and obvious way, because I was involved with so many freedom calls at the time. Freedom Forum Canada news every Sunday night, and Ethics Over Fears, or Ethics Over Fear with Wayne Peters on Tuesday nights, and the Freedom Rising calls on Friday afternoons. And at the time I was even involved with the QTAC, Church Universal and Triumphant Outreach Committee, to basically create a marketing plan to draw people to the teachings of Summit Lighthouse, which are through Elizabeth Clare Prophet and her husband, and initially her mentor, Mark Prophet. Their last names, and it being Prophet originally, apparently is true, but how do you know such things truly when that becomes the identity somebody goes by for longer than the other identity they had before they changed to that, you know what I mean? So anyway, my point to all of this is that I've had this strike on there since 2021, and it means that I can't monetize on all of the effort that I have put into the online videos and continue to do, because it's one of my biggest areas of connection with people, because I've got 1,850 something subscribers at this particular point, and it's continuing to grow, but it's disheartening to know I can't monetize it because of that friggin' strike that I don't know how to get off. And so as I was in the process of removing all of the stray hairs from the mat that have got caught up, and then I notice how dirty the in-between sections are in fact, and then know that I can just maybe simply, take a rug or a rag and do it more thoroughly, so that then it's just like for the rest of the winter we've got nice entryway mat to welcome people on. So that's kind of where my head was at this morning when I cleaned the porch to get rid of all the leaves that have fallen and the leftover summer traces. And I realized that I think what actually needs to happen now is that I create the Peaceful Inner Warriors United. Not Telegram group, we've already got that, as well as the assembly group there that you are welcome to join. But ultimately, now that this is more about the Peaceful Inner Warriors United than about me, it's time to create that channel, and it's not yet got any strikes or bans, and it doesn't need to, because I'm not going to say anything offensive or challenging specifically. I'm just going to continue pointing out the truth so far as I see it, without bringing in the fear-mongering in a different fashion that could potentially get me banned. Because I think if we just actually teach conflict resolution, communication, sales, marketing training, help people see that every belief system is a buying decision because we're choosing to give our energy to that thought form, I think that's really significant and important. So that's what's going to happen once I finish cleaning this mat and I go inside. And in fact, I'm going to start the channel, and then we're going to have a podcast, and we're going to have live events that get filmed and recorded and broadcast, or the replays of it. We're going to have group coaching calls every other Thursday starting in November, as soon as we've got subscribers that want to actually connect and be part of this. It's not just about the information that I share, it's what you do with that information. And as a coach since 2011, I have all kinds of training to be able to support you in the achievement of your goals and your dreams, and I can ask the questions it seems maybe you hadn't thought to ask yourself, or you didn't know how to answer. So, you're not in this alone. None of us have done all that we will do until we have, and then we can look back and say, oh, that was how you do that or don't, because oftentimes we learn a lot about how not to do the thing that we did. But we learn and we grow, and then we know how to do it better, and we can share that with others so that they don't have to learn the hard way like what we did. And that is why having a mentorship program that is big brothers, big sisters-ish, that is actually uniting the community and creating relationships and connections that are innocent in nature, that do not require the adulteration of a connection that would have two people get to know one another. It need not turn into a sexual thing, especially when age is a factor. But at the same time, age and maturity do not necessarily go hand in hand, but if we have the appropriate training, we can grow up faster without needing to rush the process. And so now it's time to know that, we're all at this particular stage in our life and shared experience. And so we've got to shake out the mat. I'm going to say that's good enough. Yes. There we go. All right. So I'm going to go inside knowing that I have done a good job this morning of actually cleaning my own household. And this is my family's crest. I don't quite know what to do with it yet, but I do know that it's significant. So I say we Hamiltons go through the heart of matters. We're maters until we become the ones that see she is the mater, the Mother Earth, the ear, which is heart in a different order. So, teaching from the heart. Lord Jay, namaste. Namago for today.